Here we go. The Spurs, well, that streak of losing, it's up to 15 games after a 102-94 loss to the Timberwolves last night. They return to action to take on the Bulls tomorrow. The Houston Texans, their second-year corner, Derek Stingley Jr., was named the AFC's Defensive Player of the Month after his 2-interception, 4-ass defense game in the win against Denver. He actually has 4 in his last 3 games.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time.
Really ridiculous. I don't paint.
That ball is history. A walk-off home run.
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pleasure wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pleasure. Now, here's Pledge.
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. You may be watching on our YouTube channel at SA Sports Star. If you're following us, like, subscribe, follow along. You can comment along like so many people have already. I appreciate all y'all for dipping in early for the start of the show. Like Goldfinger123, who's asking me who I got winning tonight. And as far as tonight, I assume you mean Thursday night football, as guess what? We got that tonight. It's going to be boring more than likely, but we got it right here on San Antonio Sports Star. And listen, two bad teams usually end up for a really good game sometimes. So Pittsburgh, unfortunately, playing with a backup quarterback and Mitchell Trubisky against Bailey Zappi, another backup quarterback, and the New England Patriots. Look, Patriots have just had a tough time scoring. They're the first team in the history of ever to have lost like 3 games holding opponents to 10 or less points in 3 straight games. It's ridiculous. I expect this to be another lower scoring game, but I expect Pittsburgh to at least have something going offensively with a quarterback who has started in the league before. You can lean on Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, hopefully get the ball to your playmakers in Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, and Pickens. I'm going to take Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's the better overall team with the better overall offensive weapons. Don't forget, you can listen to that game right here on San Antonio Sports Star, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, right after I'm done at 6:30. So I'll take you all the way up to kickoff as we get you ready for it. But the big game this weekend is Cowboys-Eagles. It's hard not to think that Cowboys-Eagles isn't one of the, if not the biggest game of the weekend outside of Army-Navy, which is where the rest of the station's at right now. So that is a different animal. It is a bucket list item. One day I hope to check off my bucket list and be able to check it out. But as far as the game of the week of the year, right now, it's Dallas and Philly. And listen, you can do the same thing with those teams as you're doing in college football. Use your eyes, you determine who's playing better. Not who's winning, not who's surviving, just who's playing better. And I think if we're all honest with ourselves, with no allegiances to either team, and a lot of people love to call me a Cowboys hater. No, just call it like I see it. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys are just playing better than the Philadelphia Eagles are. The Philadelphia Eagles are the reigning Super Bowl representative from the NFC. They had a great season last year. Jalen Hurts was an MVP candidate last year, one of the top 2 finalists. And while he's in the conversation this year, he is not having half the year he had last year. Part of that is turnover, and that turnover includes on the coaching staff. The Cowboys have also gone through turnover. But that coaching staff turnover seems to have caught its legs because the Cowboys offense is rolling. The question is, Mike McCarthy going to be there? From all intents and purposes, it feels like he's going to be there. He's doing everything he can to be there. I expect him to be there at this point. So, with all those things in common and the way that Dak seemingly has just taken control of this offense and the way that CeeDee Lamb's playing, my goodness. We made a lot about what AJ Brown did earlier this year. You meant CeeDee Lamb's playing better right now. And I don't think there would be that many people that would argue with me. They've lost one of their big weapons in Dallas Goedert. Surprisingly, Zach Ertz is still a free agent. Don't understand that. But as I look at this game and I look at it objectively, Dallas is the better team playing better right now. The defense have had a lapse, but, 3 games, 12 days, 14 days, whatever it is. The final game of that stretch, they had a full week to prepare for it, but I could see where maybe you're run down. Now you've got a long week. You've got plenty of rest. It's a mini bye week you're coming off of, and you've got a chance to play for the division lead to tie the Eagles atop the NFC East, which would also put you into a 3-way tie atop the NFC, which would be perfect for the Cowboys to where, yes, their schedule is more difficult on the way out. It is a lot tougher for them to claim either of those positions. But if you're gonna have Super Bowl aspirations, you put yourself in the conversation, you handle business in the month of December. And I tell you what, if they handle their business in the month of December, it's going to be hard not to like the Cowboys going into the playoffs because they will have answered a lot of questions with the schedule that they have coming up. Goldfinger123 asking me who going to win, Dallas or Philly? I think Dallas wins. They're at home. They play better at home. This is a good team that almost won in Philly earlier this year. There were some weird circumstances. Dak, big toes stepping out of bounds on a 2-point conversion. Schoonmaker falling just short of in the line. Couple of penalties at the end of the game that pushed you back. Otherwise, Dallas was driving down to take the lead in that game. It looked like late. Dallas currently looks to be playing better, crisper, more complete, and less clunky than the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, whatever they do, it feels clunky. Offensively, it feels like a struggle. They get into a bit of a rhythm, and then it's a struggle again. It's very clunky for Philadelphia every time I watch them on the field. So when I look at this game and this matchup, by the end of the weekend, I could see a 3-way tie atop the NFC. A lot of that depends, though. Mike McCarthy, are you there? Is he there? And that's the biggest question right now. And it's a question we won't have answered really till Sunday. But I'll tell you what, Dan Quinn, he made sure to let us know he thinks he's going to be there.
Do you think that tough Irishman is going to miss this game? That's a big hypothetical. We'll let all that come to that. We're certainly anticipating Mike being back for the game. We'll handle it and hold it down for practices. And knowing him, he'll be online tonight, wanting to go through the red zone and third down and everything else. So we certainly expect him to be rocking by game day again.
And when asked about the possibility of Mike wasn't there, Schottenheimer taking over the offense, he shut it down.
Yeah, I think, Ed, that's hypothetical. I really don't anticipate that happening. So not much to hit on there. I see this tough guy making it back, and that's something we can discuss later on in the week if it doesn't go that way. But we're fully anticipating Mike being ready to roll.
Look, they were giving no credence to the fact that Mike McCarthy may possibly miss this game. I'm sure they're putting in contingencies in place. But around the building, it feels like they expect Mike McCarthy to be there for that game, so I'm gonna act as if as well until I'm told otherwise. And if Mike McCarthy's there, the way this offense has been rolling over the last 5, 6 weeks, Dak Prescott is at the top of almost every statistical category for a quarterback since week 7. It is hard to pick against them because they are playing some of the best football, especially offensively, in the NFL. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. I am James Pledger. You can follow me on X at I am Pledger, also Instagram. Follow the station at SA Sports Star. You can also call in 210-656-ESPN, 210-656-3776 if you want to be a part of the conversation. Spurs lost their 15th straight, man. Are we seeing some positives, though? The fact that they aren't getting blown out anymore. And can they possibly get a win tomorrow? We'll discuss next right here on Extra Innings with Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's Sunday Night Football. The Cowboys and Eagles. Nothing better on a Sunday night beginning at 6.
Deep down the right side. Oh, it's caught at the 45, 40, Pollard, 20. Good night, nurse.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Macy's one-day sale now with great deals of the day on gifts we love, like 60 to 65% off warm and stylish coats for everyone, 35 to 70% off fine jewelry she'll adore, and 75% off holiday decor for a cozy, welcoming home. Best of all, everyone gets $10 Macy's money for every $50 spent. Learn more at Macys.com/Macy's money. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Happy 62nd birthday, Granddad.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I got you this.
A mug. What does it say? Beware. If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
The holiday season is right around the corner, so give the gift that's hard to wrap but easy to give. Give them a Stihl. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Stihl Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $20 on the BGA 57 battery-powered blower. Visit your local Stihl dealer or go to stihlusa.com/gift guide. Real Stihl. Find yours. Now $179.99 was $199.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
You've heard the buzz about IT jobs in cybersecurity and AI, right? Why not prepare for a career in these fields and take advantage of the high demand? You could enjoy a more rewarding and recession-resistant lifestyle. Train in just a few short months at My Computer Career. No experience necessary. Already in IT? Skill up for positions employers need to fill. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-5407. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. To you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-5407. That's 800-575-5407. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
For over 17 years, the award-winning legal team at George Salinas Injury Lawyers has been representing personal injury victims all across Texas. Have you been injured in an accident? George Salinas is ready to represent you with free consultations, 24/7 availability, and no attorney fees unless we win. George Salinas Injury Lawyers will help you get the results you need so you can focus on recovery. If you've been injured, one call could change your entire case. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers, 210-225-0909, or visit georgesalinas.com.
George gets justice.
It's Thursday Night Football tonight on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Steelers and Patriots, an AFC battle tonight at 6:30 p.m. Presented by Flight by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Appreciate all y'all as always, like the Speckled Truth, who say just follow me on Insta. And I'll tell you what, I accepted, follow back. Some good looking fish. Some damn good looking fish on that. I'm not even a fisherman, but some of those things were beautiful. Welcome back to Extra Innings with Pledger. I'm James Pledger right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. Goldfinger123 says, yes, Alexandra Star, the Frenchman. IT's going into break. There are positives to take away from what the Spurs are doing. Another draft pick, sure, you can look at it that way. They've got 3 of them this upcoming year, so it's going to be very, 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 very... A young team's going to get younger unless you do something with all of these picks. And I mean, like, super young. So are we going to keep blaming youth for the reason that think they aren't getting things? Because they aren't getting any older. They just aren't. They're going to continually get younger with all the draft picks that they have accumulated unless they're actually going to trade off some of that capital for veteran talent at some point. But Minnesota is the best team in the West. They have the best record in the West, and they're playing fantastic defensively. These guys don't give up over 112 points a game. That held true with San Antonio being held to 94 points. But you only allowed them to get to 102. And it was close. And I've been looking for improvement from this team. And I'll say not getting beat by 30 every night is an improvement. When you're losing close games, under 10 points, you're in them late. That's better. That's improvement. Right? And I don't want to be overreactionary to this team because Pop doesn't sound too overreactionary at this particular moment.
I think they did well. It's the best team in the West, and we gave them a good run. If you shoot 8 for 37 from 3, you're going to have a tough night, and a whole lot of things better be perfect after that. Can't make many mistakes. And, we're making mistakes, but I thought their competitiveness was great. Execution was getting better all the time. But there's still too many mistakes, not enough habits. And we just keep working at that. That's going to be the measure of who we are, how we work through this, and continue to try to alleviate mistakes. Because if we're not making shots, as I said, we better be doing a lot of other good things.
And by not making shots, they better be doing a lot of other good things. Wemby talked about some of the scoring droughts that they go through.
I mean, I can see the side. Of course, we're young, but it's I'm not into watch those minutes where we're bad in offense, but I'm not worried.
Wemby's got a very even keel and a good head on his shoulders, so it doesn't surprise me that he is weathering this early storm. And he understands that and some of it may be on him as well, but he understands that there are certain issues and they're getting closer and closer, but they still have their lapses.
It's always, it's always been the main focus, I'd say, of the coaches, and but we're getting it together a little bit, but I still feel like there's always one of us that screws up at some point, which which gives the opponents opportunities. But it's when all the 5 players in the court are connected, it's good.
The Spurs are getting better. You are seeing incremental growth, and that's what you got to look for in a young team. Will the wins come? Possibly. You could possibly see one tomorrow. So that's worth tuning in for, because we haven't seen it in over a month. So it'd be good to see it. And after the 20-game sample size, we saw another adjustment. And he told all of us, the season's broken down into 20. 20 here, 20 there. You reevaluate after 20. And what did we see after 20? Jeremy Soham went to the bench. And he's going to be the 6th man now. I don't know what that means for his future. If Pop's just giving him a breather from having to worry about the responsibilities of playing point forward currently, or having 2 point guards on the court at the same time, kind of with that second unit. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out moving forward. I appreciate y'all joining me. This has been Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM and sasportstar.com.
Denise has been playing jazz for 40 years. Last concert, one of the musicians fell sick with RSV. Respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, is a highly contagious virus that can lead to breathing problems. This time, she's choosing to help protect herself with Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo. Abrysvo is a vaccine for the prevention of lower respiratory tract disease caused by respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, in adults 60 years of age and older. Abrysvo is not for everyone and may not protect all who receive the vaccine. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its ingredients. People with a weakened immune system may have